everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I am here to do a full face of makeup of products that I have been neglecting. So if you are a regular on my channel, first of all thank you, but then I have been doing so many first impressions recently. That means I've been buying new makeup when I shouldn't be, and basically everything else has gotten left behind. They get forgotten about, and so unfortunately yeah, that tends to happen, but you know, we have moments like this where I can use them again and kind of remember why I love them so much, I guess. I tend to do these videos quite often because there are times when I do forget that I have certain products. So yeah, I thought today I would just do that and yeah, just chat with you about why I love these products, but then I guess why I had neglected them. So I'm going to start off with my face milk, and it's actually been a while since I've used a face milk on camera or actually used one properly, because when I am doing, for example, the first impressions, I don't put on my entire look on camera, and then most of the time I'm kind of like, you know what, I'm not wearing this for very long, the face milk, it can just be skipped. But recently my skin has been looking amazing because of my meds, so I have been holding on to the fact that when they do finish, hopefully it will stay like this, but I don't know, we'll see what happens in a few weeks, because my meds will finish at the end of September, so let's see what happens, fingers crossed. But yeah, I just have been neglecting face milks. I don't have many left because the ones that I kind of have been using have been almost finishing. Apart from the oat milk one, I do have, that one's a bigger bottle, so that one I do have a lot more of. So I guess because this one is part of my project pan now, and because it's almost finished, I'll just move on to whatever ones I have next, and then maybe if I do a Colourpop order, not anytime soon, I'm promising myself that, unless they come out with an insane collection, then I won't be buying anything from there anytime soon. But yeah, let's go on to primer. So we're going on with the MUA Pro Base Banana Blur Primer. I have mentioned a few times how much I love MUA primers. This one I actually haven't had a chance to use in a while. I'm going to give it a shake. I don't know if that will make any difference. That looks so weird. But yeah, again, primers I use on a regular basis, but I tend to forget that these MUA ones are really good. I do absolutely love the blue tea tree oil one. It's a very kind of stimulating one for the skin, but this banana one smells amazing as well. It's really nice and just kind of soothing on my skin as well. So this is a mattifying finish, which I kind of like, even though my skin can be quite dry, and very combination in that aspect, but I feel like if I use something that's quite mattifying, my foundation will stay on just a little bit longer, because my foundation tends to move around a lot like it's playing musical chairs or something, but everything's looking nice and like just kind of dewy at the moment. The only thing I had on beforehand was my rosacea cream, but that doesn't affect my makeup at all. It just kind of is a light base for my skin because it's my med. So let's go on to foundation, and I haven't used this in ages, but it's the Revolution matte base. Everything is pretty much high street. There's maybe one thing I might use at the end which is a bit higher end, but I'm not sure, it depends on my eye look, then we'll just go from there. But yeah, this is the pore blurring full coverage foundation. So I haven't used this in a while just because I feel like this is probably not one of my favorite foundations. When I've tried it, it's been okay. I'm just going to use a brush today because I don't know I can't remember how it works with a brush. Plus my new Revolution brush is really nice. I used it in my last video, so I'm going to see how it works with this. I'm just going to pat it all on. But because I have so many foundations and I have a lot of high street foundations that I do really like as well, this one, because it's not one that I would automatically, for example, recommend to someone, it's not like, oh yeah, that matte Revolution foundation. That is on top of my list because it's not really, it's decent, but it's not one that I would essentially call a staple in my routine. It is very mattifying, so the fact that I have a lot of matte products on top of each other probably isn't the best way to go. But again, for my skin, oh my god, I keep on getting foundation in my hair and it looks like I have really white hair, when I do, but not as bad as it indicates. But yeah, this is just really pale for me as well because I am really bad at matching my skin tone when it comes to online purchases. I think I got this on the Revolution website ages ago, because there was a sale on, of course, so I was like, let's see what this is like, because I'm wanting to test like a newer foundation. But the Concealer and Define foundation is so good. I really love that foundation. I think I might have to repurchase it soon because the other one is finished, but I know that they have come out with something really weird. They come out with like a pump for it, because I know a lot of people are not into the whole essentially putting your doe foot straight on the face. But I mean, if you have something like this, you can save on putting a product straight on your face because you are not putting it on any skin, and therefore you won't be spreading any germs, because the ISO clean thing is there for you to reduce the amount of germs being spread, especially during times like this when people are always touching their face, or you know, COVID, or yeah, just that in general, to be honest, because yeah, you can't be too careful, especially if you're a professional MUA. Then you know, you need to use things that will stop spreading of germs. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just making sure that this is all blended, even though I am of course looking like a ghost. But this is, I don't think I said the shade. This is the shade 0.5 fair, so obviously it's going to be very ghost-like. I don't know what the hell is happening with this, and it's quite a small tube as well. It's very there doesn't seem to be as much as you would think. It says it's got 0.95 fluid ounces, I guess, but it's fine. I mean, it's not the best Revolution foundation, but it's still quite nice. So let's go on to setting powder, because I don't really have a concealer that I want to try today. So I'm going in with my Relove Revolution HD Super Matte. So yeah, I'm going super matte today because I don't know, I am going out today. I'm going to see my, well, going out, I'm going to see my family. It's my sister's birthday, so I am excited to see her, see my mum this weekend finally. I need to put this on the side because I've got my fan on and this is just going to go everywhere, so I'm just going to put this in certain places because I do have a liquid foundation that I don't want to go too heavy on because it will just make it, just ruin it. But yeah, this weekend is my sister's birthday, so today we are having just like a mini family get together kind of thing. Today is Sunday, this video will be going up on Monday, but yeah, I am just excited and I thought I would obviously put on a bit of makeup. I know it's still quite early in the morning actually, well, you don't know, but I know. It's early for me, well, kind of. On my days off, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have a really nice lie-in, I'm gonna relax, blah blah blah, and I still get up at the exact same time. I think my body clock is now just like, you're not having a lie-in ever. So that's fine. Tomorrow's bank holiday, I will try my best to have some decent lighting. But yeah, this is a really nice powder foundation. If you like loose powder, if you're looking for something that's not obviously a solid powder, if that makes sense, then this one is super nice. I think it's only £3 or £4 because Relove Revolution, all their products are under £5, and it's so nice, it's so good. And yeah, like I said, with blush, I am using a liquid blush, so I'm going in with my NYX Sweet Cheeks in the shade Baby Doll, and I really like this. I am, you know, I've mentioned so much recently that I am really into liquid blushes, and this is definitely one that I am obsessed with, but I haven't used it in so long because, again, I have so many other liquid blushes or other blushes that I'm trying, but this was kindly gifted to me by NYX because they, well, I've mentioned this again and again, but I'm part of one of their kind of social media, I don't even know what it is, to be honest, but I give like my kind of reviews and my kind of opinions and stuff on products, and yeah, exchanging. They're like, oh yeah, here's a product, please test it and, you know, see what it's like and blah blah blah. So yeah, this is definitely a product that I am loving. It makes my skin glow a lot without even adding too much, so this is something that I will be having for quite a while, even though it looks like a liquid lipstick. Every time I look at it, I'm like, is that a lip? And I'm like, nah, do not put this on your lips. I don't think you can put it anywhere. It's just for cheeks, so yeah, don't put it anywhere. But they do have a nice selection of shades. But yeah, this just makes my skin glow very nicely. I haven't really put any on my nose. That's fine. That's what the highlighter's for. So talking of highlighter, it's been a while since I used my Makeup Obsession. This is a really good highlighter. This is a very, very underrated highlighter in my opinion. It was, I think it went on sale really quickly when it came out, especially like Makeup Obsession. They're quite cheap anyway, but I think this must have been like £5, if that. And yeah, it's quite small, but you do get a lot of product in there, so you will be using this for a while if you do have it, or I'm thinking of getting it. I think you still can get it, not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's still available. And so eyes, I'm going to go on quickly do a base because I haven't used this in forever, and it's the Beauty Bay eye base. So I'm going to use the shade, I think it's like base 2. I only have one shade, so I'm going to quickly just put this on the lid and wait for it to kind of settle in while I decide on what palette I'm going to use, because I do have 3 palettes that I want to consider using today. So I have, which is probably be the one that I'm going to use, which is my Little Mermaid palette by Revolution. Then we also have this really nice palette by Revolution in the shades Heartless, and then also my mini quad by Colourpop. And I love all 3 of these palettes, but it's been so long since I've used it. This is in Mocktail, so this is just like a really simple quad that you can do a really simple eye look. You can do so many different looks with it, even with 4 shades, because the shades are really nice. And then when it comes to Revolution, this one I've used maybe twice on my channel, but it's such a nice palette. Again, quite sticking to the nude tone theme, which is like this, and this really gorgeous shimmers. That you get 2 mattes and you get 4 shimmers, but they're really nice. And then yeah, I think the Little Mermaid palette is probably going to be the one I'm using today because it's been a while since I've used it and I really like it. But if you haven't seen it, I will show you it anyway because it's gorgeous. So on one side you do get the blush and highlighters, so you do get just a nice selection for all skin tones, and then you do get, and move the other side, you get the eyeshadows. So I feel like maybe going in with some of the lighter tones today, because why not? So let's get on with it because we're going to be here all damn day if I don't. So just rearranging my table. I have like loose powder everywhere now. I should have been more careful. Okay, so let's start off with a fluffy brush, and we're going to start off with Scuttle, just here. And Scuttle is just a white shade because he is a bird. I love Little Mermaid so much. It's been so long since I've seen it. I think I might have to watch it over the weekend because it's bank holiday tomorrow. Yeah, boys, extra day off. So I look forward to that and just watching lots of films because that's what my day, that's what my weekends entail of basically. Alright, so that was just a white shade. It's just there to maybe settle in the primer. So now I'm gonna go in. Whoop, just trying to swipe my brushes, they're just in the way. I feel like I want to go in with some of the red tones today. So I'm going to go in with Mermaid here, which is kind of like a light pink tone, but we're going to start off white-handed and then go from there. And I'm just going to tap and blend. I'm not going too heavy because yeah, I'm gonna look like a complete idiot. I'm just going to like my sister's birthday, just looking so dolled up. But yeah, this is Mermaid. It is looking quite pink tone. I don't think I've tried this shade before. I think when I did use this palette the first time, I did use the greens. I feel like by looking at the palette, because it's been a while since I actually used it, I did use some of the greens and maybe the blue. So today is a good reason to use the red shades, and because my top is red as well, so that works. So just going on this side. Oh. Don't know what is on my eye. Let me know, guys, what your kind of forgotten products are, because I mean, I have so many. It was a kind of difficult for me to choose, like, okay, today I'll use this, and then in the next video I'll use this, and kind of act like it's not forgotten because there are so many different products I have. But I did forget that I do have, because again, my collection is growing like every other day. Even though recently I've been really good, I haven't purchased any makeup in how long? It's been almost a week. Haven't really purchased anything, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Not that I have any plans on doing anything tomorrow, but you never know what I'm like. Okay, I had to pause because I think I had something in my eye, but I think I've sorted it out now. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Sebastian, which is the red, and I think I have tried this shade. Because I think I remember last time saying that I was going to use Sebastian, so I'm going to put that in my corner just to make it a little bit darker. I might have to use a bigger brush actually, because that doesn't seem to be picking up as much. The thing is with these Revolution palettes, they are nice, but sometimes the payoff is not as great compared to some of the other eyeshadow palettes. I really want to get the jasmine one, but I honestly don't I don't need it because I have so many other ones. I have the Beauty and the Beast one as well, which is absolutely gorgeous, but again, I rarely use it, and I think it's more because I love it for the packaging, because it's my favourite Disney film, and so Little Mermaid is like my second one, but I really wanted to get them, where I do love Jasmine and I do love Aladdin, but I think I need to buy things more for the actual makeup and not the way that they look, even though they're kind of like nice little collector's items. But yeah, so that is Sebastian. Doesn't seem to be working that well on my face today. Let's go in with a nice defined shade. So let's go in with I'm kind of struggling on ideas. Okay, I might go back in with Mermaid just to put on the rest of the eye, because I don't feel as inspired right now on some of these shades, because they don't seem to be as, I don't know, I kind of feel like I shouldn't have chosen this palette, but it's fine. We're doing a subtle look today. I should have brought an eyeliner in with me, but I did not, so that's okay. I don't know why this palette doesn't seem to be working that well for me today. I just took a few minutes to blend out because this is the best that I can do with these kind of red tones. I'm going to go with a shimmer now, but I'm going to use one of my Nip and Fab priming sprays to wet the brush. because I feel like recently that's been helping. So I'm going to go in with a Tina just at the bottom, which is a shimmer, and we are going to put her where I put Mermaid. That didn't work for me, so I'm gonna just see how it works this time. Alright, that's it's a bit better. It's still a little bit lackluster, to be honest. I mean, the palette was £15, which is pretty good for the standard. I mean, you get 6 face products and you get all these eye products, which are really cute. Obviously this is not a review. When I first used it, I did quite like it, but I think you need to use a product a couple of more times to be able to get the full effect of it. That's why I say, like, when I do first impressions, I like to try them again just to see how they perform with different other products, because maybe in the first time you get lucky and they do work really well, and sometimes they just don't. So I'm going to stop because this is getting a bit much for me. So I am going to use a mascara now, and I'm going to go with my Technic mascara because it's been a while since I've used it. There's a theme going on here, so I'm just going to quickly go in with this, and it's quite a nice mascara. I think it only cost about £3 because Technic are a very reasonably priced brand that you can get in Wilkinson. And the eyeshadow palette is quite decent. The one that I mentioned previously that looked like the Too Faced, I think it's like Born This Way, something like that, or Born whatever, eyeshadow palette, and it's really nice for like a nice kind of nudie tone palette for £5. And this mascara is pretty good as well. So we're going to end on the lips as always, and I feel like going in with a bit of a red tone today. I do have two different red products. I've got my Charlotte Tilbury, but then I've also got my collection Velvet Kiss. I might use my collection because it's been a very long time since I've used this, and if it doesn't work it might be a bit off, so I might have to take it off after, but I'm going to do that quickly off camera and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and this is my finished look. I really love this lipstick. It is so underrated. So yeah, this is in the shade, if I can find it, Rosy 3. These are so cheap. I think these are like £3 or less than that, and they last a really long time. They have a wide array of shades. I really like it. So I think I might have to buy another one because this is almost finished. But yeah, this is my finished look using products that I haven't used in a while. I think the only thing that I wasn't impressed with, it was the eyeshadow palette again. I bought it for the packaging, but everything's come out okay. The rest of the face looks alright actually. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there, and I hope you're having a really good week. I hope you're doing well, you're healthy, happy and you're safe, and I'll see you really soon. Bye guys.